just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Sony Michel, his first carry. And some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first down throw for Newton. To Michel on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Yeah, the way that they're going. I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Alex Okafor in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Brandon Copeland. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's now
this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Switch.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. It got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be Left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Lee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Chiefs 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play clock down to 0. Now this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Pull it together. 51, Mike 51. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Patriots 21, Chiefs 7.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Williams, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 38.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019 in Kansas City, brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On second down, Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The ball carrier.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A 5-yard gain.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter what.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
44-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 44, Newton escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find them, and we end up with a big play.
And his kick is good.
Patriots 31, Chiefs 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Williams. Twisting away. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over first and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Gun. Check 53. Let's go. 53 at the mark. 53 at the mark.
On the give, it's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 4.
Number 53. Mike 53. Check. 53. Check.
Opting to run again here with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. 53 is the money. Check 53. We won.
On the handoff, this is White. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stop your body.
From the 50, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Check 53. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Michelle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd and a yard, Newton complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. Play action. It's Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Nick Folk for the Patriots field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Chiefs.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Go, baby, return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Covered by
this defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Newton took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's taken down, a cheap sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
brings up
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.